Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cameron House Marina. My name is Ruben Mercer, I'm the sales manager here at Marine Sales Scotland. This is a Regal 2450, one of Regal's most popular ever built Cuddy cruisers. Very difficult to find here in the UK, but perfect for those summer staycation plans. Now this one has just been freshly machine polished. You can see the shine coming off the black hull band there, and typical to Regal's build quality, she's in absolutely fantastic condition. Now lots of extras on her. Starts here with this big moulded extended swim platform. That is a reboarding ladder, storage in all those three lockers there, and that is an integrated tow and eye for those of you brave enough to do water sports. Now we've got the bimini, which is just secured away in the sock, the tonneau cover, and then we also have full camping hood enclosures. What we will do is we'll take the bimini off, we'll put the bimini down, we'll take off the tonneau cover, and I'll show you what she looks like. Lovely, a really striking, stunning boat. Really sociable seating area back in the cockpit, we'll go into that in a moment, and then single helm and a navigator as well. Testament to Regal's build quality. Like I said earlier, everything is built to withstand the test of time. She's in mint condition. Let's start with the swim platform. So we've gone over all of this. Let's take a wee jump on board. So this can accommodate 6 to 8 people, and then you obviously have your helm seat and your navigator. Most Cuddy cruisers, people tend not to sleep in them, but this really does have solid overnight or weekending capabilities, and it starts here. So we've got an onboard water system. That's fresh water from a fresh water tank, so top up before you leave. And not only do we have a freshwater system, we've also got a cool chest, so you can take a picnic, lunch, breakfast, dinner, whatever, keep it nice and chilled. If you just want to go out, have a few beers, well, you can do that as well. The world is your oyster. The upholstery is in really good condition, brilliant white, and then you can imagine when this bimini is up, that will protect everything from about here all the way up to just halfway where the helm position is. Now we do have the full enclosures as well. They do press down and stud on to the windshield arch, and that really doubles your living accommodation if you are deciding to come down and spend a week or a weekend on the boat. There's integrated cup holders that are dotted around in different locations. You've got one there next to the sink as well, and then the moulded table, well, you can remove that, and there are moulded cup holders there should you want them. The onboard Kenwood stereo system, well, you've got one speaker there and another just there as well, and they're Kenwood speakers with a Fusion header unit. Fusion, for those of you who don't know, is the marine equivalent of Sonos, so really good high quality sound. Now the navigator seat, well, it swivels and rotates and the bolster flips up. You've got storage that's recessed in that area there. You've got that on both sides, and the joinery is walnut they've gone with. Really classy. Gives you that typical classic American feel. So the Fusion stereo system, well, there is the unit there. Okay. And then while we're here, we may as well cover the dash. So you get a real, wow, actually takes me back. It's like sitting in a sofa or an armchair. The chair's unbelievably comfy. And then a nice clutter-free, very simple dash. Speedometer, tachometer, digital depth finder, and then engine trim gauge there as well. And now this is where it comes into a class of its own. 282 engine hours. As good as new. Steering wheel, high gloss, the varnish is good, the leather's all good. No dullness or fading in the dash, no scratches on this as well. Just a really nice and clean, tidy boat. And you can see that there are steps moulded up if you want to get out onto the bow. There is a manual windlass out at the top. And there's also a reboarding ladder as well. In fact, why not? I'll just show you. This is where I need to be careful. So you can see a reboarding ladder if you do want to beach the boat and go bow in, and there's also an anchor there as well. Right, fantastic. up next, the Cuddy accommodation. It's down there. So this is the main accommodation, or the Cuddy accommodation. U-shaped seating, versatile. You can drop down filler cushions to turn it into a berth. There's also the fastening for a table, which you can see in there at the bottom. So there is loads of room for you and all the family. And if you're sitting on this, well, you do have full sitting headroom, so you aren't crouched over. Now there's storage behind the locker there. There is also a cabin lighting system, and the stereo system is continued all the way throughout here. Now, in the name of space saving, these backrests come off and they drop into this filler area here to save you space. We also do have a portaloo, which is just under there. I'll show you that. Give me a second. There we go. And that pumps into the waste tank, or you can just sort of take the bottom half off and, you know, throw it over the side. But please don't do that here. It's fresh water. Get that tucked away. Lovely. Fantastic. What I will do is I'll get out so you've got a better view of it, and then I'll show you what this looks like with the Cuddy accommodation down. And now we have roomy accommodation for 2 people. The headlining gives you quite a good bit of insulation as well, and then just that typical quality Regal finish all the way throughout. You've got the 2 speakers up there as well. It really makes this a nice and comfortable place to be. Relax, unwind in the evening after a long day out in the water. Right, what we'll do next is we'll get this back up into its setting, and I'll show you what it looks like with the table in. Now you've got somewhere you can come and retreat to if the weather turns in on you. If you just want to come down here and have a spot of dinner, well, you certainly can do from here. Plenty of space around the table. You can get 4 to 6 around that with ease. Lovely. What we'll do next is we'll show you the engine. It's in there. But before we do that, I just want to point out that the owner has very kindly left a gas barbecue. So if you decide you do want to tie up onto an island, beach the boat, well, you certainly can do. Steaks, fish, whatever it is you want, you can cook it yourself. Let's have a look at that engine now. Mercruiser 350 Magnum, that's 300 horsepower, really propels this boat along the water at some serious speed. Plenty of grunt to tow water skiers behind you, even if you have a sort of full capacity with passengers and load, full fuel tank, water tank, accessories, etc. Loads of space for storage down there on the starboard side, and then plenty of space for an engineer to do his or her thing should they need to. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. A really nice and tidy example of one of the most popular Cuddy cruisers Regal ever built. Come on down and see us at Cameron House Marina. I'm Ruben from Marine Sales Scotland, where fun in the water begins.